What is up, YouTube? So I'm very excited today. As y'all can tell, I have my 350Z in the garage now. You can hear her in the background. She's idling, and I'm super hyped up, very stoked. I'm ready to get to wrenching on this thing. We are trying to move pretty quick with this thing. Trying to pull this motor, trying to assess the damage and see how to either repair this motor or swap in the spare block that we have right down there. But yeah, man, I keep staying tuned because this should make for another fun vlog video. Yeah, here she is, man, looking like crap right now. No bumper, hanging on by a thread and stuff, but she's idling. Had to jump it like 3 times for it to get to the point where she is at now. That's idling, but she needs a lot of love. You guys saw in the last video when I introduced the car, and we found rat poop in it. Actually, a mice came out of the car, and our dog here, Thor, actually caught his ass, and yeah, that was it. Ratatouille was gone. But yeah, man, here's a car idling, freaking awesome, staying on. And yes, I can actually drive the car right now. She is hurt though. She is knocking, so preferably won't do that. But yeah, she's dirty and everything. I can't wait to clean her up once she's finally out of the shop. But yeah, if you guys are excited about this journey with this car, let me know in the comments. If you're not, let me know suggestions and whatnot. If you want to see more of the 340 content, let me know. But yeah, this is our project for the time being. For the next couple of months, we need a new clutch, we need a new heart, and we need a whole new turbo kit. And then we have to get her tuned. So trying to build her nice, get some new wheels for it, nice tires, nice fitment. You can see we have a little bit of body damage that we want to also get taken care of, but I'll probably end up wrapping this car again. She used to be Miami blue. Maybe we'll choose a different, more unique color this time. But man, I'm super amped up, super excited. A couple of days ago, we went ahead and threw a new to me driver's seat without any tears. The metal isn't showing through. Matches our pretty passenger seat now. That's also in pretty good condition. So man, I'm very stoked. I want to bring this car back OEM plus. Y'all can see it. She also has the thumbs. Let's see. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, very excited. This here is my baby. I cannot wait. I don't think anybody is more excited than I am for this car to be back on the freaking road, and more than anything, making boost. I'm just, words can't explain how excited I am to finally start on this project. It has been way too long in fact, that I've been doing YouTube for over a year now, and none of you guys even knew I had this car, except for like OGs that follow me on Instagram. But yeah, man, keep staying tuned, because today we are going to start disassembling the front end, and we will begin the process of removing the motor on the car. It has been long overdue. I have the new heart sitting right here. I still have the Greddy single exit that I had on it previously from the rear mount turbo. You can see it has a 90-degree elbow, but I'll probably throw that exhaust back on it after we do the turbo kit on here. And yeah, man, she's very pretty. Has Bonos with R1 concept rotors. Friggin' very basic. CJM fuel return system, fuel rails, 1050cc EV14 injectors. I have a vacuum block where I ran my AFR, my boost gauge from, and a fuel pressure regulator right there as well from Aeromotive. Never had a problem with this. This setup has always worked for me, and yeah, the car just made some jam. The reason I see some shitty intakes is just because it was just to get the car back up and running. So no, that wasn't my setup. But yeah, man. All right, she's made it onto the lift. We are now going to proceed and unplug the battery, pull the harness from the ECU, and then that will allow us to essentially pull the motor without having to remove every single connector on the engine. So today I'm going to try and do that, and then also pull that battery out and then remove any little thing that's kind of in our way, which will probably be this, the radiator fans, intake, and I gotta pop off the AC condenser because that's also going to be in the way. And then I'm still debating if pulling the motor upwards or pulling it forward, which if I pull it forward, that means I have to remove the front crash bar, front bumper, front all this stuff from up here, which I don't really feel like doing. I think it'll be simpler and easier if I just unbolt the whole transmission, pop that off, unmarry it, and be able to pull this off, because it's literally 2 motor mounts, transmission with the transmission mount that's in the way, and then all the little accessories just up top. So it's not much to this one. What's up, everyone? New day. So got the car on the lift yesterday. She is all ready to go. Already started unplugging some of the harness around the transmission. So today the goal is going to be to try and actually pull the whole motor out. I made up my mind. I'm gonna unmarry the transmission and the engine where it's at, leave the transmission on its mount, and then I'm just gonna pull the motor through the top. But it's a very relatively simple setup, so let me show you guys. Now, I think I did show you guys yesterday, but I'll literally disconnect this up here, this, and then I'll disconnect it up here as well, and then you can see the harness that goes around. Already started undoing it, and then I have one more connector that's kind of pain in the ass right now, way in there. You can't really get to it, so I gotta drop the frame right now, the transmission mount, lower the transmission a bit, give my hand more space up there, disconnect that connector or sensor, and then I gotta undo my CSC delete kit because these have an internal sleeve, but it's converted now to external. But I need to remove this and then follow this whole harness all the way through, and I also got to undo my steering shaft. So yeah, good amount of things to do. Follow the bolts all through the top here for the transmission, around here, and then get the rest from the top, and hope to be able to pull this whole thing from the top. Very simple. There's one motor mount bolt in there, one over there as well. So let's get to cracking with this thing. Alright, now we're going to undo these connectors and O2s. Alright, while we wait for the coolant to keep draining out of the car, we're going to go ahead and start unbolting the test pipes. It's 3, so now we have 2 left that we have to reach from the front-ish of the motor with long fuses. Alright, now we're making really good progress. Got the intakes out, got the mount sensors out. On the bottom, I want to say the harness is freed up for the most part. So now we're going to work on removing the intake hose for the heater core. Probably this hose, I believe this stays to the car. And then, let's see, what else can I do? I think the fuel pressure regulator, I need to disconnect that hose. That drained, and then came over here, disconnected this AC line. That's the only one that's connected to the condenser that would prevent us from pulling the motor. This other one is routed to the condenser but away from the motor, so that's out the way. The power steering line are out the way, and then right now I believe I also disconnected these grounds, and now that that's connected to that, I have to start working on, you know what, maybe I should leave these grounds here and disconnect them from here. See, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright guys, so y'all can see the harness here hanging. So these 3 connectors and this connector all pop off from the inside on the passenger side, right by the bottom. You just remove a plastic panel, very simple to get to, and then you trace this here, you remove that, pop that out the way, and then you essentially have access to be able to remove the whole motor with the harness. So once I'm done with this, I will start getting to the transmission bolts, the bell housing bolts, and then after that, I'm at the point where motor mount bolts, and then if I find something else that I need to remove, I will. But I think that's about it. I have 2 more bolts on the test pipes, one on this side, one on that side, that I need to remove. Once I remove those, we'll be in solid shape. Believe it or not, all these extensions are freaking really. Alright, we got those out the way. These up here are loose. Let's go this way. Good. Alright, the vlog don't know mess to take here.
Hey boy, they said they want to get Unc out of retirement, so it's time for Unc to get locked in. I don't know if David informed y'all, but we just can't get away from these VQs, man. We gonna do some ChatGPT shit. They're just trusty dusty VQs, and they work. So we're gonna throw some boost at this one. I want like part of my plan is I'm trying to build turbo kits for I want to start getting into building turbo kits for VQs. I want to do mid mounts, probably some top mounts, and rear mount turbo kits because I think that they're just really, really fun cars to work on. Ah, bro. Dang. That audio probably sounds like crap because I had the fan on the whole entire time, but it's hot in Georgia. We're going to fab up some turbo kits for these cars. We're going to make some jigs, and we're going to start offering some affordable kits for you guys so that our VQ boys can feel what these cars feel like at Boost. You know, you ain't going to be able to be doing pop and bang tunes anymore, so maybe y'all won't get banned from any more meets by having your build a little bit cleaner than it is now instead of doing popping and shit. We're going to give y'all some turbo kits.
Feel some real shit, make your butt go.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up doing a mid mount on this setup just to, because we already did the rear mount. We already know how it feels. So we want some big time, you know, good spool. So with 1300cc injectors, same fuel system on E85, I think this car will make well into the 600s. So when we blow this motor up, we already got another block, so we'll keep you guys posted on what the builds are looking like. But the whole goal is to build turbo kits so that we can start offering BZ build kits. Hopefully we make some good content this year, but it's time for to get out of retirement and get back to the fab so that we can lock in, because Unc been gone for too long. He been on side quests.
This brand new windshield, remember?
I don't.
Oh, pass me this fucking thing.
Man, mind you, this nigga's 22 years old. Oh, yeah, bro.
You know the car needs body work.
No, bro, I'm not doing. You is definitely not working on my Evo, bro. I'm sorry. Bro, we about to fall. You gotta put it on top of the hood. You ready?
Oh, well, we got the freaking motor
that you posted at the beginning.
strapped up. Oh, the intro.
Yeah.
And we got the hoist. And it is getting real, son. Woo! Well, we missed it, but we missed it by a second. Fucking transmissions on Mary. That went faster than we thought.
So this right here, you gotta unplug the heater core.
There's another one.
Shit hose.
Let me see. Oh,
See it?
yeah. I didn't take a shit.
Jiggle Action Fridays, baby! If I was still smoking a blunt easy, if I was still drinking a cerveza! God damn! What is that?
My fucking vent plate. They gonna think my shit's stolen now. Hold on. I need to pressure wash all this shit, low key. So, now, as y'all can see, motor is out. Transmission got a mirror very easily. I need to buy a new throw bearing, new motor mounts. Because those mounts are done for weight. I haven't done that shit. Holy shit. But motor is out. Easier, way easier than last time. Clutch line is still in place. All that crap is still in place. Alright, so this is much simpler with the whole harness out. So now to take every freaking thing off. Get new gaskets everywhere, probably new header gaskets, get new manifold gaskets. I gotta take all of this stuff off of the motor so that I can get on the freaking engine mount, rotate it, do whatever I need to do to it. But man, motor out of the Z, 2 for 2. There we go. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Coming back to life, baby. Moving fast too.